So this is day 2 of oxygen not included. I had a couple attempted runs yesterday, got beat up pretty bad. I'm hoping I can take some of my learnings from yesterday and apply them today. I don't suspect that I'm going to get any sort of a win today, but I'm hoping to learn a little bit more than I did yesterday. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to start off with survival and just go standard. All right, so 9 science is huge. I would like somebody who's specifically good at digging. +1 digging is pretty good, but I think we might be able to do a little bit better than that. Maybe not. All right, let's find somebody who at least has +1 digging before we start. That operating would be helpful. There we go. So we've got digging, supplying, doctoring. Okay, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's give this a shot. All right, so the first thing we want to do here is start digging. So we're just going to do that out either direction. Let's start looking at what we have. So here we've got a bunch of carbon dioxide. Things are pretty breathable down here. So the first thing we want to do is start working towards power and oxygen generation, likely. And we might actually start replacing this with tile. All right, so let's cancel this. Let's dig this, and then we want to build a ladder down. Let's cancel this one. Uh-oh. Dig that, dig that. Those are priority, top priority. There we go. Nice. Got to get out of that water. And then preemptively, I think we're just going to build another ladder there. Let's throw some flooring here. Our oxygen is still okay. So the big change I'm doing in this game compared to the last attempt is I'm trying to set stuff up for rooms just off the rip. Last time I played, it was a lot of reconfiguring, but I think starting out in this format may save me a little bit of time down the road and stop me from having to destroy a bunch of stuff unnecessarily. So we're going to do more digging here. And then we're going to do more digging here. All right, so we're going to need metal ore in order to start constructing power and oxygen generation. So we need 200 grams of metal ore. And it doesn't look like we have any yet. These guys are going to die down here. We need to deconstruct these. Get them out. That's crazy that they went down there. Let's rebuild these. Hey, how are you doing today? All right, so once we get up here, we can start collecting some of this metal ore, and then we can start building something for oxygen generation. I'm doing good. Oh, let me move my chat overlay a little bit. Let's bring that up there. Yeah, it's good to see you again, too. Sorry, I've seen that you sent me some Discord messages, and I just have been super tied up with other things, but I do need to take a look at those. All right, so we survived through night 1. We probably need to dig this in order to actually access that and move up to the metal ore. Yeah, I thought I did. Yeah, I appreciate you coming back. Yeah, I know. I was just saying that I have not. Oh yeah. I saw that you had sent messages. I just have not had a chance to look at those yet. Life has been busy. Yeah, I can pull it up right now though. Let me see. Discord. What do we have here? Alright, so this is a sample of the artwork, right? I love the emote pack that you did. I'm not sure who this is for, but the one that has Sonic in it, that's pretty great. Let me just pause this here. I really like the logo you did for Oral Sanchez too. That's pretty cool. And that I don't even know what you would call it. The Frost Dragon looking thing for Lamar is pretty cool too. Yeah, that's cool stuff. I mean, if you let me know like what your pricing is, I think that would be extremely helpful. Yeah, I'll make some time for you, maybe after the stream, or maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, I mean, if the pricing's reasonable, it might be something that I'm interested in. I'm just really broke right now, so. All right, let's get back to the colony. So we're starting to collect some of this metal ore. All right, so now we can start building more ladders as well. And then we really need to start working towards electricity and oxygen production. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop one of these hamster wheels. Maybe we'll just put it over here in this area. No oxygen generator built, no outhouse built. So those are going to be some pretty big priorities. I think we will add some tile here, and we'll start digging out this area as well. And that's where we're going to do our outhouse. Oxygen generator is going to go right next to the hamster wheel. Yeah, that sounds great. I've got a couple things going on in the morning, but maybe I can reach out to you about midday sometime. I'll send you a message. All right, so we've got a bit of a problem up here. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, I know what it was. Somebody went to the restroom. That's what happened. So let's get that resolved. Let's, what was the thing for the restroom here? Let's do an outhouse. We'll just do that right there. Okay, and I think we want to prioritize building the outhouse. So let's put a 9 on that. Let's get that done quickly. And then we want to start looking into putting a pitcher pump in this area as well. So maybe we cancel this and this. And then we throw this in here. Oh. Let's pause. Let's cancel this. I don't know why he fell. But that is a major concern. So we need to immediately build a ladder up. And we want to prioritize this as a 9. And hopefully he's able to get out of there. Oh no, you're good. Thanks for the reminder. All right, so our ration box is fine, but we need to get some sort of an actual food source coming in. Once that's powered up, we should be in a bit of better shape. This also still needs to be dug out. Okay, and we're gonna just cancel this piece. Oh, they just decided to build it. Okay, so we're just gonna deconstruct that. And then we're gonna attempt to build a water pump, which was under plumbing. Okay, so we're just gonna install that there, and then we probably just want to cover up this ladder. Alright, so this stuff fell, and we need to unbury it. So the next big upgrade for me, I think, is going to be a research station, which we can put right here. Keep it in the light so it's we get more productivity out of it. And then we're going to take the wire, and we're just going to run it through the floor and pipe it up like that. I think the next big thing we need here is a battery. And we're just going to wire it in like that. All right, so I think I want to start working on... Oh, that's polluted water. I think I need to start working on some beds. We're just going to build 4 for now. And then we'll probably... I guess we look at rooms. Barracks. Maximum size 64 tiles. I think that that's fine. Right, we've got 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I think they're all good and just sleeping. So let's grab this. And we'll throw a pneumatic door right there so that this can be a specific bedroom. Temperature, errand priorities, polluted water, germs and disease. Yeah, we should probably just clean this up as well. That's funny. So I think we want to start carving this area out as well. Maybe we can turn this into like a greenhouse area somewhere down the road. So do I have the means of growing food currently? I don't think I do. I do have this. And we can run power to it. We're going to keep it connected to the main power. And in fact, we might actually just add in another hamster wheel for now. So we're going to draw that there. And this guy can just go right up. Okay, so we want this to be a higher priority than it currently is. We really want to get that battery built so we can power oxygen generation while they sleep. And then this also needs power. Oh, it's just not connected yet. Okay. All right, so the battery is fully juiced now. That helps a ton. So looking at the oxygen generation, we have enough oxygen currently, but we're going to need to add more generators. All right, so now we can start doing research. Let's remove this overlay. There we go. I think we want to start with farming. We want to get farming kicked off immediately. We may also want to do an additional outhouse here. And let's actually set that up so it's behind a wall. All right, so before I worry about that, let's start more oxygen generation here. Let's just put it here. And plug it in. This... Can we afford this? I don't think we have any of the... Well, any of the seeds we have, we should keep. So I'm just going to make a couple of these to sate us for just the short term. All right, so the research is complete. Let's actually look at the new printable. So we choose a blueprint. Since we're going to be moving into farming very soon, I think we do this. Cannot do attacking errands, that's fine. Stress reaction, ugly crier. Yeah, I think we take Joshua. Then looking into research. Hey, how you doing, H2? It's good to see you again. Let's see. So what do we want to go first? We might actually want to do this. Yeah, look at the setup today versus yesterday. Obviously I'm not far into this today. I'm on cycle 3, but I already have it built out, so we're set up for rooms and things like that. Oh no. I'm sure that'll happen to me at some point today. It's bound to become really overwhelming at some point. Okay, so we've got oxygen happening. That's fine. We do want to get started with planter boxes immediately. I was thinking about making this be our farm area. Let's put one more there for now. And I think that's more than I need immediately because I probably don't have the seeds for them. And I'm just getting a little too excited there, so. Let's continue. You been up to anything fun today, dude? Cancel that. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, insufficient oxygen generation. That's fine. We're building more. No wash basin built. That's a big deal. I need to take care of that. Let's deconstruct this. If you can't tell, I had to save one of my dupes because they fell down. Okay, so we're just gonna build this outside for now. Where is the wash station? Maybe I don't have it yet. Oh, there it is. Let's prioritize deconstructing that ladder. Research is coming along. What do we have on refinement? Compost. I'm still not entirely sure how to use that. Might try to do something with it this run. We also might just want to throw a bed down there. Just because we might get somebody in the near future. All right. Fetching water. Food safety, okay. Got it. I started playing It Takes Two with a friend this morning. It's a pretty fun game so far. I think we're gonna just fast forward this a little bit. There we go. All right, so the next thing we want is the wash basin. And that's going to go here. I mean, just what I learned yesterday, but yeah, I've just learned what I learned yesterday, and I'm starting a new run, and I feel like I'm in a much better position than I was yesterday. Much better starting position, at least. Yes, that is the big change, is actually moving to setting up rooms from the get-go. You know, you can see everything is the right height. Definitely some things need to be improved here. One of the big things that I did, though, today is put the research station in the light. Research is complete. So I think next, we're definitely going to want to start setting up a bare minimum, what is it called? A great room. I think that'll be the next thing that we do. Let's just move to advanced research. Right now, I just have too many tasks for my guys to do. I'm just kind of waiting for them to get some of it done. All right, which building is lacking the resource? The pneumatic door. Okay, so they just need to deliver it. It doesn't mean we don't have the material. I love the art style in this game. It's a very good looking game. Do you ever play any multiplayer games, H2? Nice. Yeah, I've been loving Repo. You should definitely hop over in the Discord if you're trying to play multiplayer games with me sometime. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to check out Spaced Out as well. I have the feeling I'm going to dump a lot of hours into this game, to be honest. All right, what do we want to do? The controls in this menu are so weird to me. Maybe we do some of the interior decor, because I really want to start moving towards a great room. I just want them to get caught up on some of their tasks and start doing farming first. Not trying to over prioritize here, just let them do their thing. You're struggling to breathe down here. We really need to get this up and going. So let's definitely prioritize that. And then we should also probably do some generation down here because it does not look great. We could also pipe some stuff down, which might be interesting. Let's just dig down 2 for now. All right, we've got some more generation coming. That's huge. This spot has been carved out. Let's build some actual flooring here. Once that's done, we'll move an outhouse into here. And where's the nearest water supply to this? I guess it's this down here. I don't know if I actually need water supply to the farms, but I was thinking that I could use this water supply up here for that if needed. Okay. So now we're going to throw 2 ladders there. All right, so we're going to do mealwood immediately. We can also do more research. Research is happening very quickly. Pressure management. I don't know how to use any of that stuff at all yet. Hammer, notifier, rock crusher. That's interesting. Working towards the power, the internal combustion is probably pretty huge for the early game. And let's mark, where's the harvest? Let's harvest this guy. Did I not plant this? Plant. Plant. There we go. All right, so I think we want to start doing some oxygen generation down here. Let's do a wire, and we're just gonna bring the wire down the door frame. You know what, we'll do this here. All right, all the planters have been built. Let's see how many of them we can plant. Okay. We should probably start setting up some more planters as soon as possible. Let's get through some of these other tasks first. So I'm thinking down here for the great room. So we're going to put that there for now. And we'll wire it up. Alright, everybody's going to bed, so I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. I do want to start setting up another toilet Just a standard toilet, and then we're going to get rid of the other one. Then let's also set this to dig down 2 more. And then I'm not sure if this is going to cause a problem or not, but I'm going to do this. Oh, there we go. And then we'll do another generator here. We'll wire that up. Alright, slow it down again. Invalid construction, yeah. Okay, so we'll cancel that for now. Okay, what's the issue? No seed available. Okay, so I queued it up without even having seeds available. Or is it just that they aren't in a storage container? Yeah, these are unreachable. This thing is massive. We're just gonna have to put it up top. We're fine with our current rations. I'm not gonna build more mush if we can avoid it. And we're gonna run this here. All right, do I have, no, I do not have the nice tables, but we can put a water cooler in here. We're just gonna put it right by where the door will be, which we can build. Let's start building the door. And then we're also gonna want that oxygen generation down here. And the ladder. I'm a little nervous on how to handle this, to be honest. Maybe I have them dig the ones to the side. I think that's probably the best. So I'm referring to this right here. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a little sump for the carbon dioxide to go down to. I'm also going to want access to this water eventually. But if I delete this, the guy's probably just going to fall off the ladder, if I had to guess. So I was thinking about maybe carving out these 3 first. And that way, if the guy falls, he falls here instead of falling all the way down and drowning. He'll just get a little wet and then build a ladder out, potentially. Do they? I can try it. I mean, it's the only way to learn, right? Oh. I'm so lazy. I need to start using the shift click. Okay, so this is not Oh, the wire just probably needs to be built. There it is. So the other big thing is we're only operating off this one tiny battery. We should probably look to upgrading that pretty quickly. Also, we do have the coal generator. All right, I need to think about this a little bit. I mean, I was thinking originally we'd do power generation up here, but I have it already. Maybe it makes sense to start building all the generators and everything back in this corner. I might just do that. We'll try it. Must be built on unoccupied space. Okay. So let's work on sweeping maybe and harvesting. And then looking here, so this is already queued to be planted. Looking at the research, we can do some meal prep. I haven't touched the farm tile yet. The rock crusher might be interesting. I'm not sure how that works. Some of the medical stuff could be extremely helpful. The water would be nice, but I don't feel like I need it yet. Ventilation I didn't even use last time. Alright, so I think we just go plumbing first, and that way we can work our way into sanitation. Unrefrigerated food, insufficient generation, research complete, and scheduling. Okay. What is this? This is still the same research thing. That's fine. No power wire connected. Okay, that's a problem. I thought that was pumping stuff out. There we go. Oh, that's what I need to start looking into is where are the tables and things? Here it is, meal prep. We're gonna switch to meal prep here. Okay. Oh, are you gonna go to bed? I thought you were gonna do that first. There it is. It's funny, in my playthrough yesterday, I had a ash can too. Alright, so I did want to look into a bigger battery. If this is going to be my power generation area, we're going to just close that off once this has been harvested. And I may just build a storage to clean up some of these things that I marked as sweep. So then if we do this, we should be able to build in here. I had some sustainable food, oxygen generation, cooling. Everything was good, but for a food source, I was relying on dirt. Wow. I didn't know you could use dirt as a resource like that. Are you just talking about for the planters? I didn't notice that the dirt ran out because it all went to the hatches. I went down to 5K, so hopefully I can save my colony. I got faith in you. I think you know more about the game than I do, and I think there's a very real chance you can save it. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that it consumed dirt in these planters, but that would make sense. So if I look at this, food, planter box. Okay, so resource effects, slowly heating. Grows one plant from seed. Yeah, I don't understand like what consumables are necessarily needed when I look at this. Is it just the 100 dirt? Is it 100 dirt per planter? Is that how that works? Yeah, I know you guys are hating on mush bars, but you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, so even after it's built, is there a cost per dirt just to replant, or does the dirt stay good? Consumption per cycle. Okay, that's interesting. Um, let's just actually start building a couple more of these while we're talking about it, and then I can look at it. 10K dirt per meal wood a cycle. Okay, that's a lot. All right, so we've got this here. We know we're going to need power running to it. So we're going to start running this out underneath and run that up there. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I did see that I had a lot of dirt as well. 6K currently. What was that? I just heard a noise like somebody had died. Is everybody alive? 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like everybody's good. Alright, so the tables are complete. We want to work on that immediately. So furniture, mess table. I'm going to leave a 1-tile space here so that we can throw the flower pot in. Hold on, let's make sure that's right. Where was that? furniture. Yeah, so that can go there, and then we can start dropping some tables. Okay, and I don't have any mesh yet. Mush bars take dirt. Let me learn about this. So mush bars take 75 kilograms and then 75 kg of water, and that's 800 calories. And it's a dig to morale. Okay. Consumes algae to produce oxygen and remove some carbon dioxide. I do think we throw this here. Yeah, that makes sense. I would imagine eating dirt is probably not all that great for you. From like a nutritional standpoint, you're probably missing a few things there. All right, we do want to work towards this. Storage. Let's just do sweep only. And all standard? Is that how that works? I don't know. It's fine either way. I also really want to get a better battery going, so we're going to do that. Power. Jumbo battery. And then we're going to wire that up. Alright, so these are here now. And we don't have any meal wood to plant. But we are ready. And we can work on... We haven't done the electric grill, egg cracker, or the farm tiles yet. It can be used as floor tile and rotated before construction. Enables plant domestication. Interesting. Alright, we might want to start considering digging this area out too. I do like the idea of getting a little more algae. Oh, you know what I did that was dumb? Put that there. Let's deconstruct those. And we'll do this. Oh, and that's the other thing. I have not... We're on cycle 6. I have not looked at skills once. That's crazy. Okay. So you're the research dude. I mean, I think we just run with that then. Just go with what you like. Operating. All right, we run with that. And then let's do some hats. So hard digging, improved tinkering, farming, and research. Okay. Nice. So everybody's putting on a hat. Our generation is still pretty bad. If I look at this, I mean, we're very breathable. Here's the problem area, obviously. I'm hoping that this can help. This terrarium. We'll see. Also, we want to install this. I really want them to finish this flooring. So we're going to prioritize that just as a 6 so I can start building some more tables. You know what, and we'll put these as a 6 as well. Stored some ice, it all melted, and now my whole base is underwater. Oh no. Yeah, that's where you need like the Minecraft sponge, huh? Okay, so then we want to add... We're just going to add a couple more tables. We're going to need more. Research complete. Morale. Let's pause. Let's look at the printing pod. Doctor. That could be really helpful. Farming could also be helpful. Ranching, I haven't touched. I think we run with that. I kind of want to see what Roan can do for us with some ranching. All right. Why has this door still not been built? Let's throw that as a 6. I really want that to be its own room. We've got the bedroom and we've got the Great Hall established. Why is this not a farm? What else was it I needed? The greenhouse, we need the farm station, that's right. So I think I unlocked that. Did I unlock that? It looks like it might still be researched. 10 of 20. So that can be the next big thing we add here. We're also going to need to start making some space for a couple more beds. Looking at the barracks, minimum size, maximum size is 64. So if we grab the dig tool and we do this, so we're 11 by 4, so that's 44. We could easily carve out a little bit more space here. Something like that. And then this, we're just going to want to replace with actual tile, I think. I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes, but it looks good. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. All right, so now that door is closed. This is still not a restroom, latrine. Let's see. Oh, it requires the wash station in there. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's delete this. Hey, thanks, H2. There's still so much more to learn, but I'm really enjoying this. We're going to destroy this. And then we might actually just build the wall out here. I don't know if we'll have to move the pump or if the pump can stay in there. But I want the wash station to be on the exit. And then we also probably are going to want more toilets. And then we'll also need to upgrade to actual nice latrines at some point. Okay, so we are going to build a wall there. And then we're going to throw the door there. And we're actually going to deconstruct what we just did and see what happens. All right, looking at this, we can plant now. How many can we plant? All of them. So we need to start considering more planters, but I want the item. Hold on. What was it called? Oh, what is this? Fertilizer synthesizer. That's nice. This right here, farm station. And I feel like putting it in the front is better, probably. But I'm not really going to worry about that right now. I'm obviously not being super efficient here. Alright, so we are going to prioritize this again, just because we really want this to be a room. Okay, what does our oxygen look like? This is still a pretty big problem area. I almost feel like we just need to dig a big hole here to push all the carbon dioxide into. I don't think that's the worst idea. I might just do that. So if we just dig... We'll just dig like to there. Sure, you can finish building that ladder. That might save us in the future. Also, we're going to want that to actually be flooring there. Interesting. So smart batteries. I think I have research points available. Let's look at this. So we look at power, refinery, smart battery here. Stores power from generators and provides that power to buildings. Sends a green signal or red signal based on configuration of logic activation parameters. Okay, loss of charge over time. I think that's okay. Because ultimately it's just going to save if we're not consuming coal 24/7 when power is not needed. So I wonder if I use that and then I push that, like, do I get rid of the old batteries? Or do I use this as like a segue to the old batteries? All right, Steve's doing some planting. That's huge. What does our food look like? We still have food in the ration box. Can we start making lice loaf? Let's just make a couple. Remove the old batteries, okay. That'll be nice. Then I can just get rid of essentially this whole operation. Maybe I'll move some of these oxygen generators as well. Just do some consolidating there. The other thing I wanted to see, so this is still not a bathroom. And it's probably because of that pump. No industrial machinery. So that has to be what it is. So it's less efficient, but we could move the pump over to the right. We can essentially swap places with this. That is not a bad idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct this. We're going to prioritize that as a 9. We just want to get this done immediately. Glad to see pleasant chit chat happening. Uh-oh, food poisoning. All right, let's fast forward a little bit. Glad to see these are starting to pop off. So once I get this restroom set up, I'm going to focus on getting this farm done. Okay, we pause. What we want to do is immediately place some flooring. And we're going to prioritize that as 9. Just get it done. Okay. Now, do I have the better wash basin? I don't know that I do yet. Let's actually look at the research. Where was that? Not under medicine, under plumbing. Yeah, so we need to research sanitation still. We also don't have plumbing, so I'm just gonna do a standard wash station. Where am I? Medicine? Yeah. So we're just gonna do that, and then we're also going to deconstruct this one. And we're going to set both of these as high priority. Just get them to do it. And then we're going to place a new door and a pump once that's complete. Oh. Oh, interesting. That's something I didn't know. How do I change that? Do I need to place a new one? I can try that. So cancel. Medicine. Click to build. O does nothing. Okay. So once it's there, then click on it. Does it need to be built first? I see. Okay, that's really helpful. So I'm going to be destroying this one, but I'll switch this one to be the correct direction. So this should be right? So only if they're moving to the right do they use it? Okay, cool. That's huge help, man. Thank you. These are starting to fill up a little bit, which has me worried because we don't currently have a water pump. Okay. And we're gonna remedy that immediately. So if we go to plumbing, let's just grab this. And I have to deconstruct that as well. Okay. Okay. And then we'll drop the pump in there. And then we're going to put that as a high priority as well. And then this can be a slightly lower priority. All right, so farming is happening. We still are waiting for materials to make the, what was it called? The meal? Lice loaf. Great. We also need to really get this kicked off. It's crazy that it hasn't been started yet. All right, so now we go set direction right. Duplicants wash when passing by from left or right. So passing by from the right. So we need it this way. Okay, let's try that. All right, so the water is working. That's great news. Yeah, I wonder if we prioritize this over the farming currently. I think we do. Let's get that going. And let's get a smart battery going. We're still doing research, okay? But I'm going to be so much more productive if I can get these guys off wheels. It's just really not where they need to be right now. All right, so we have a smart battery. We need refined metal. I don't think we have the refinery yet. Refinement. No. Crafting station, skill scrubber, power control. Okay. So I think we're probably going to need to research refine. I do want sanitation, but where are we going to find the refine? Is it this? No. Hammer. I feel like it was something like this. Metal refinery? Is that actually required? Brute force refinement. This is what we need. The rock crusher, right? Produces refined materials from raw resources. I think that should help, at least. All right, so I do need to check. This is not a room. I still need to make this a room. Jeez, I keep slacking on this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to block that off there. And we're going to throw that there. And then we're going to prioritize that very heavily. I'm sick of that not being a room. And we'll just deconstruct this wall for now. I've got 5 beds. I think I have 5 guys right now. Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should probably preemptively build another bed. Two, 3, 4, 5. We still haven't built all of those. But I do think one more table should be good enough for now, even if I gain some more. Great. So now this is a room. That's huge. Okay, so this is a latrine. Using toilet in an enclosed room will improve duplicants' morale. So it's a morale +1. That's huge. This is also a room. This is a room. This still is not a room. That's crazy. We need to work on that. Okay, so this is powered up. We likely just need to put materials into it, and then we can start removing the hamster wheels. Research complete. Alright, let's pause. That was for the refinement. It was like a rock crusher. Inefficiently produces refined materials from raw resources. Will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. That's fine. This does produce heat. And it's a negative on the decor. How big is it? Oh, it's pretty big. I was thinking we'd put it in this room, but I don't know that that makes sense. I mean, maybe we just put it in here. It's kind of silly, but we'll do it. Also, oxygen. It is starting to look a lot better down here. It's not great, though. We could start doing some more generators in this area. Okay, so let's prioritize building this. I really want this to become a room. Research. Farming, ranching. So I got a guy for ranching specifically. Maybe we can start building out up above for ranching. I have no idea what that's all about, but we're about to find out. So let's queue up some digging. We really need to start carving this area out. And we probably want these tables to start becoming more of a priority. They've been sitting there forever. Yeah, invalid building location, I get it. Oh, here we go. It's about time, Rowan. Let's start sweeping up some of this filth. I know it probably doesn't matter. But maybe it'll help boost morale. All right, so now this should be a room, and it is. Okay. So now we're a greenhouse. Crops grown within a greenhouse can be tended with farm station fertilizer to increase their growth speed. So does this create fertilizer? We need the crop tending skill. Okay. We actually probably have skills we can do. Rowan can do something. He's already a hard digger. Can you do crop tending? No. So maybe when Joshua gets more XP, we can move him to crop tending. I think that's the route that we go. Okay, so with all the digging we're doing, and since he loves digging, let's make him a hard digger, and let's throw a hard digging helmet on him. Okay. Can we add priority to this? We really need to get coal over there so I can deconstruct these. Wait, did I just put that on the wrong one? I did. Priority 5. That's fine. We're also getting pretty stinky over here with this polluted water. Can we sweep that up? I mean, temperature looks fine. Power still needs to be routed to here. We can start adding wire. Why are you all complaining about the cold? I mean, temperate seems fine. There it is. We're starting to get some coal power going. So I am going to deconstruct this and this. What does our oxygen look like? I mean, it seems sort of fine. Down here is still rough. I don't think I can put an oxygen generator in the Great Room. Great Hall. No industrial machinery. And if I look at oxygen... it doesn't say it's machinery. Do other things say that they're machinery? Like if I look at the coal generator, industrial machinery, okay? And then if I look at this one again, I don't think this counts as industrial machinery. I mean, we could put something in there. I guess we just put it in here and we find out. Okay, so stations. We can do the crafting station. I kind of want to look into fertilizer. Fertilizer synthesizer uses polluted water. Oh, that's huge. We'll drop that right there. Actually do something with polluted water. And you're doing a lot of running there. I wonder if we just make a little path up here, if that's going to be closer. I don't know. Might actually be further away. We can work on the research for plumbing is what we could do. Can you clean this up? Sweep that and make that a priority. I need to see how much ration we have. Okay. So stations, okay, so we gained a grooming station. Allows the assigned rancher to care for critters. I don't have a critter yet. I don't think that this will allow me to acquire critters. If I look at this, can I wrangle? And if I look at this, can I... No, I cannot hatch. Interesting. So if we look at this again, is there like a incubator? Assuming it'd be under stations. Jukebox, I don't know. Compost. Clay to produce ceramic. I wonder what we use ceramic for. Probably morale stuff more than anything. Holy cow. Okay. Critter pickup. Ensures the prompt relocation of critters that exceed the maximum amount set. Don't know what that means. Critter feeder automatically dispenses food for a critter. Releases trapped Paku back into the world. Can be used multiple times. Fish feeder automatically dispenses stored critter food into the area below. And we don't see wild fish. Holy cow. I didn't even see this up here. That's crazy. I would love to get up there and learn more. We've got chlorine here. But with chlorine, we've got the infamous balm lily. So, might be worth? I don't know. Let's build a couple more planters. I don't know what my rations are. Let's queue something up here. Just get some of that going. And then research. Food repurposing, fossil fuels, power regulation. Smart storage. I do like the idea of that. Sweepy's dock deploys an automated sweepy bot to sweep up solid debris and liquid spills. I mean, I'm sure that'll make things easier for cleanup. I just don't know that cleanup is even necessary at this point. It seems like it would have a positive effect, but I don't know. I think the next step we do is plumbing, right? Like, we want to do these two as soon as possible, probably. I think that'll help us a ton. Okay, so this needs power. Where are we at here? We can just do that and that. That has no power. We need to remedy that quickly. That can go there. I'm not really worried about deleting that wire. Okay, so we've got an extra bed. It's unclaimed. That's why it's dark. Building lacks resources. New printables are available. Plumbing and ventilation. Okay, let's look at this. Let's pause. Okay. What do we have? Digging, operating, farming. May uncover an arbor acorn. I'm not particularly excited about any of these. Plus 13 agriculture does seem pretty huge. I guess we go that route. Go with Turner. And then if we look at Turner, he immediately has a skill point. It looks like he will not do construction. Let's just go with improved farming, and let's give him a hat. Okay. This we want dug up. And then let's do more storage just to clean up some of this random debris. Now let's look at what other things we have. There's a crafting station. I think the first thing you can make with a crafting station is some sort of a mask that I don't have unlocked yet. Jukebox, this is going to help with morale. Preferred room, recreation room. Did I miss it? Recreation room. No industrial equipment, decor item. 12 to 96 tiles. I mean, we could, in theory, start that if this was dug out. Makes me wonder. Let's actually cancel this. I almost want to build a wall there. At least get that started so we can make this a room. We can also potentially expand this a little bit and make this a room, but the oxygen down here is horrid. We are researching plumbing. Let's look at food. Electric grill cooks a wide variety of improved foods. Duplicants will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. Ration box stores rations. I mean, we're basically empty on rations. There's no reason to get another ration box. And then I wanted to do a storage bin, so we can just put that there. That'll be fine. Alright, research has been complete. That's just on the first step of plumbing. So I was thinking that I could start plumbing or moving some water over this direction, but do I need it? This just needs polluted water. We finally have our rock crusher. That's huge. Let's check this thing out. Rock crusher loosened nuggets from raw ore and can process many individual resources. Power 240, duplicate operation, heat, overheat. Okay. Copper ore to copper, eggshell to lime, sandstone to sand. And what is it we needed for the, I believe it was the battery. The smart battery requires refined metal. I actually don't think that this is going to get us anything we need. I mean, I don't think that the pure copper would be refined metal. I think refined metal is something else. So if we look at our other tools then, kiln is not going to get us there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do about this. Just for the sake of learning. I mean, what do we have here? What is our sand situation? 14 tons. Eggshell. 100 grams to lime. If we look at lime, do we have any lime? We have no lime. Copper. Okay, we have 1,700 kilograms. And we can switch that into sand and pure copper. I am interested in what pure copper is. So since this is all hooked up, let's just do a couple of these and see if that proves to be useful down the road. And let's start planting some more mealwood. Hey, how you doing, Bonds? It's good to see you again. I've learned a lot, but there's a lot still to learn. Interesting. Yeah, I still don't have any of this connected. I guess I could just deconstruct it. Might actually be better to deconstruct the supercomputer. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to move that down here. I'm also going to switch around the oxygen production. Let's just go here and let's deconstruct this. And then we can do a supercomputer next to the light, which is going to be a little bit better. Anyways. 100%, yeah. I'm sure you can tell that today's setup is improved dramatically over yesterday's. There's still a lot that I have wrong, obviously, but it is it's a step in the right direction at this point. Okay, supercomputer is going to go here. Maybe it'll get a little benefit from that light, although I don't expect it'll be significant. Oh, that's interesting. So I think this requires actual plumbing to be like set up for it. I was assuming we could use bottles of polluted water. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so I had a bunch of polluted water. I've got a bunch in storage here. What do we have here? We've got chlorine gas, hydrogen gas, polluted oxygen. Polluted water is all the way down here. I don't think I'm getting there anytime soon. But I do want to make a restroom, right? Like an actual latrine. My concern is how we get, where we put all that polluted water at this point. I don't know that I have phosphorate. Let's see. Definitely don't. Okay, lice loaf. Let's look at our research again. We haven't done anything for medicine, and we're certainly going to need that. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen. That's interesting. Gas from air, sending it into a dedicated pipe. One liquid out of the mix. Interesting. Ventilation I haven't started. Let's maybe start working that way. Oh, interesting. Those are the ones that are hanging out in the, what was it, chlorine gas that I saw last time. I don't see any here. That doesn't mean they're not here. I did, like, I'm trying to wrangle my first critter here. I don't know that I have the ability to do it, but I have it queued up. We're learning. The rock crusher, I think, is largely useless to me. I thought I could use it for something, but I don't think that's actually the case. We have this that is not wired up. Let's try wiring it. And also, let's make sure this is still a room. Yes, it's still a great hall. Okay, so we still have that as a bathroom. All this is good. Massage clinic, hospital, power plant, heavy duty generator, 2 or more power buildings. Heavy duty generator. So we could do another coal generator here. And then this may count as a power plant. Let's just do that. But I really need to get those smart batteries set up as well. All right, so some slight purple tint. Copper ore, coal, hydrogen, bleach. Here it is. So that's copper, and this is phosphorite. So we have to get all the way over here, it looks like. Yeah, so we should maybe start thinking about building up and heading that direction. I do also want to check out what all this is. I have no idea. I don't know that the colony will live that long, but it's a good goal, you know? Okay, so that needs to be powered up. This is out of order. Let's prioritize that. Okay, so I did just get a plumbing upgrade. So we can actually start looking into lavatories. And I think that's huge. So in order to do that, what we would want is we want to either extend this or we want to consider setting up lavatories here. I mean, we could do lavatories down here and use this water. Don't know. I don't know what the best position is here. We want to head this direction. So this is a good water source. This is a good water source. This would be really easy for pooling tainted water. But then to get that up and somewhere useful for the fertilizer might be a little complicated. But yeah, I think this is the best area to do this in, even though I want to be digging the opposite direction. I think we start digging out this area. We also want a down pipe there. For now, what we'll do is we'll build a ladder. Just get that process underway. Used for growing wheezeworts. Is that another plant? See all, and if we look up wheeze, don't see anything like that yet. Okay, we also want to start building this up. Then we can dig this. You know, let's actually start heading that way. It's gonna take a crazy amount of time, but... And we'll just throw... I think we just do this here. We cancel this. All right, so do I have mesh tile? First of all, I do. Okay. Let's just start by building a door here. I don't know that using mesh tile here matters, but maybe it does. That's interesting. So this, like, essentially this column and this column should be pushed back one, right? Okay. I don't know that I'm gonna go through all that right now, but for the next build, I'll keep that in mind. I may make that change down the road, though. We'll see. I mean, this wall would be really easy to move. I mean, maybe we can move a couple things. So if we go furniture, let's just build a new cot here. Let's deconstruct this one. I guess we don't actually even need to deconstruct. We can just build a new wall. And we can do that there. And then we can deconstruct these. We can deconstruct this. This can be moved. They still have not stood up the power for that. A lot of this still needs to be constructed. Next floor tile after the entrance door. Next floor tile after the entrance door. Oh, let's delete that. So are you saying like this should be a mesh, or are you saying this? Next floor tile after the entrance door. We're gonna deconstruct this. Inner tile after the door. All right, so using this tile right here, this tile that's directly above the door, can you tell me like some cardinal directions, like 1 tile up and 2 to the left or something like that? When you enter any room, first tile. So here, this one here, the one that's under the bed. Okay, and that's just going to allow things to flow through these floors easier. So it should be this one. This door should be moved, and it should be this one. Or we can just alternatively just do it here, and that would be fine. Okay. So let me do that, and that's just the mesh tile. But airflow tiles. Okay, so we do airflow tiles there and there. Got it. And I think this is the max size for this room, so I'm not going to adjust the door there. But we will delete this. We will deconstruct this tile. This could be moved. That's not really an issue. Let's go furniture. Let's add a new water cooler here. Oh, it can be 96 on the farm. Okay. So let's just build a new wall. And just have this consistent all the way up. And then deconstruct this, this, this. Okay, so the bedroom, I think, is the max size, right? 15 by 4. So that's 60. So we could do one more if we wanted. We're making some good headway on the dig here. And then just for consistency, I think we're going to do this and that. And then we need to figure out something better for this whole situation, but that's a much lower priority. Okay, and then we deconstruct this. Yeah, that makes sense. I do have some more research I can do here. Temperature modulation might be helpful. I know that people were a little upset at the temps. Where was that again? It's temperate, right? So I feel like in the morning they're a little cold. I don't know how much it's gonna matter though. And then we have the deodorizer. Insulation tiles are quite important. Used to build walls and floors for rooms. Okay, I'll try that. See what I can learn. Obviously, all these exclamation points here, I still have a lot that I have not used. I need to start looking into this. Obviously, we don't have any pets. I do have somebody who's good at ranching, though. I've been hoping that he's going to wrangle this. I'm just not entirely sure how that works yet. We do have this juke bot that I was thinking we could use for a recreation room. Originally, I think that's what I was planning out in this area. That may actually be worth doing now, just getting that started. I'll just put it in there. We also need to start working on the actual toilets. So we could do a lavatory. We want the lavatory in their own isolated rooms, I believe. We also want a shower. We want, what is the sink? Right, the sink is significantly better than the wash basin. That could go here. Maybe we could do the sink and the shower in this area, and then we could do isolated lavatory. Let me look at the latrine. Toilet wash station, industrial machinery, and then washroom. Flush toilet, plumbed wash station, no outhouse, no industrial machinery. So we probably actually want the latrine and the wash station in a single room. Yeah, that's a good shout. I probably shouldn't be dealing with the juke bot yet. I'll just cancel that then. I still have not even got my second coal up. But I am really interested in a recreation room on the whole. I kind of want to see how that works. Okay, so we look at plumbing. Let's do a lavatory. Um, we're gonna do one essentially in the back of the room. So maybe we do one here for now. I don't want to build that until they've finished this area. Let's prioritize this. Let's actually just prioritize it higher so we can get this started. This still needs power. I'm just gonna leave it there rather than deleting it so it's still on my mind. But I think ultimately we're gonna want it closer to this area so that it can pull up water from here. No, it only needs the one source of water, right? And this is gonna be my polluted water. So we're gonna want it somewhere in this area so it's a relatively straight shot. They're still digging here. I would like to start making my way up. I'm not quite sure how chlorine gas works. I looked at it last time, and it did seem like it was potentially maybe heavier than oxygen. I'm not sure. Let's see. Once you supply them with a steady supply of O2 and food, you won't stress much. Recreation rooms more suitable for middle game. And where would you say I'm at, like in a time frame? Obviously, I'm really janky and, you know, not in a great position compared to somebody who knows the game. But am I still technically early game at cycle 11? Is late game like cycle 100? All right, so we're going to keep working on this area. I think we really need to start prioritizing this. Let's move all this up to 6 so that we can start building here. Middle game is more like 300-400 cycles. Okay, so I'm very early still. I got you. Good to know. All right, we unpause. Yeah, research, I keep neglecting research, I feel like. I mean, I've been consistently researching things. I just am not doing anything with what has been researched. So a couple big priorities right now. One is opening up this channel fully on both sides, which is on the radar. And then I guess this is actually one. I really want to set up the lavatory, and then we'll maybe focus on this, and then we can focus on fertilizer. And I am gonna go grab some dehydrated mango real quick. I need some sort of a snack. I'll be right back. Yeah, electrolyzer, I have not seen it all yet. Or maybe I have and I just have not used it. Let me look at this. Yeah, I still don't have it. Research. Is it under gases or is oxygen different than just gas? Okay, it's got to be gases. Space heater, okay. Oxygen mask dock, okay. Canister drainer, HVAC. Just type in the research or the search field. Ah. Electrolyzer. Oh, it's under air systems. So that's actually pretty early. Like, I could start researching that now. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen gas. That's actually great timing too, since I'm just starting to do a little bit of plumbing here. I like that. All right, we'll continue on. One big concern I have, and I'm only now realizing, is I have no food production. Let's grab this and just put it there for now. All right, so we're gonna roll with the lavatory. And I thought there was mention yesterday that lavatories should be isolated, but it kind of seems like for the actual washroom, you want them to be together. Mm-hmm. So I have smart battery. The issue I have with it is I don't have... Oh, maybe I do. I didn't have the refined material. So copper can be used. So it said refined metal, and I wasn't sure what that meant. I got the rock crusher and saw that I could only make pure copper ore was like the only option that I had at the time. And I didn't know if that actually was a refined metal or if it needed to be something heavier. Let's dig that out. And then maybe we can throw a battery there. Okay. So you think I should dig this out a lot more? Something like that. Let's actually just cancel this until they're done digging. Yeah, I haven't done anything with the shifts yet. Maybe I should take a look at that. Oh, so rather than doing like a day and night shift, just do everybody starts 2 hours later, or whatever the case may be. Oh, okay. Oh, so just plus two. You don't have to do it like all throughout the day. I was thinking this would be a plus two. This would be a plus four. This would be a plus six. And each of them were individually set. Okay. So we can just do, like, we can move Turner and Steve down here. They're duplicative jobs. I got you. Okay, so then we'll do this one, which is just going to be this, 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 and this. And then we do this as plus four. And then we do so we delete this for. Okay, is there anything that needs to be updated here, or do you think this is pretty much the way it should be? Mmm. Yeah, so this one I shifted by two, but this one I didn't. I got you. Okay, so we move bath time one more forward, we move bedtime one more forward, and then we move downtime and work. That looks pretty good to me. Let me know if it's all wrong though. Okay, let's get back. Hey, thumbs up. Yeah, so I moved. Each one of these shifts has 2 workers. Sick. Okay, so now we can start working on the lavatory. I'm not going to be able to afford more. think is the issue. Metal ore. Okay, so looking at this, where is the... It's under medicine. So we need more metal ore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel this, and I'm going to get a sink. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can sink. Why no? I build 4 toilets and 4 washing stations to fit inside 64 tiles room. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a good just general rule. I feel like I did well earlier on and have just stopped doing that. I guess I'm just getting distracted. We're just gonna keep this open for the moment. I had a bunch of issues when I first set this up with guys falling in this pool. That's why there's a ladder here. So I'm just gonna keep a ladder here until everything's all set up and situated. Also, it might be good to just dig this out a little bit, especially since this is copper ore that I need. All right, so I kind of want to get back to this situation. Obviously, I do want the research table here because of the light, but maybe I can move it somewhere else and just make a new... Yeah. Yeah, and you're thinking airflow tiles for here, right? Like, I want to move this whole wall. But my concern is moving this research station away from the light. Does that really even matter anymore? Or can I just make a light somewhere else? So this one's easy, right? We just do this. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Cancel. We drop that there. Then these can all be deconstructed. Yeah, smart batteries getting set up here. It's just a long ways out. I have way too many commands now. I don't know that I have automation wire. Let me double check that. I do not. No. No, but I built the rock crusher to get the what was it? The refined metal for this. I do have research points available, but I'm thinking I need to move this very soon. Looking at the, it's gonna be under power, right? Heavy watt, natural gas. Let's try this new thing. Automation wire. Ah, so I can start researching this now. Automation wire connects buildings to sensors. Motion sensor. Okay. So we'll start researching this then. And we can work on moving some of these other walls now. So this can go here. And we can build this here. We can deconstruct this. I mean, this can be deconstructed. This can be deconstructed. This can be an airflow tile. I guess this research station can actually just stay there. H2, were you able to recover from your ice fiasco? Alright, all my power just went down. Let me pause. Let's look at wire. It's because of this right here. And then this can go up here. And we want priority 9. Get on it. Yeah, just make it happen. Yeah, understandable on the food shortage. Nice. Yeah, I'm running into a food problem myself, for sure. I really need to start doing something about my food situation. I'm just highly distracted right now. Yeah, understood. I did see that there was the high wattage cabling. Okay, so we need the automation wire, which we're probably getting very close to. And we do have the printing pod. Let's just see where we're at with things. This is still, lots of stuff is still being dug out. We still kind of suck down here. We don't have any sort of oxygen production here, but it's breathable. I think we need... I could be wrong about this, but let's drop those there. Actually, I don't even know if that's worth it, because we're going to be moving these walls soon, but maybe we keep that one there for now. Alright, so we do not have power here. Before we do any upgrades, let's just try to get power up to this area so that we can work on food. Okay, so now we should have the automation wire. And we have the electrolyzer. That's huge. I definitely want to work towards that. Refined metal. Okay, so it seems like we need a lot of refined metal. Let's maybe just queue some of these up. That's probably more than I need, actually. Just do that for now. This is doing nothing. Do I care? Let's just deconstruct this. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen gas. That's cool. All right. I think we need to go back to the toilet situation. So we go plumbing. Let's just get one of these built. And then let's do a wash station. Which is under medicine. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go for our first wash station. And then I think we hold off on building more until we've got a little more on the materials side. Let's just get the plumbing figured out here first. All right, and now we look at this. We need to do skills. All hatches to an empty room. Does that mean all eggs? Because I have not hatched anything to my knowledge. Yeah, so I've got this one that I've had forever set as, what is it called? Wrangle. But it just has not been done. I can set this one to Wrangle as well. So hatchling egg. Nope, use relocate. Okay, I'm gonna pause. So if I were to do, I don't think it's selected. Hatch. Relocate to, and if this was an empty room, I could just put them here. I guess I could build something up here real quick. Right? Like I can just do this. But it probably has to be like a specific room. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have an empty room. So let's just cancel that right now. Let's just cordon off like a little area here. Shine nymph egg, so that's one of these. Yeah, I was looking at the feeders. I was specifically like really excited about the fish feeder and how that works. But I don't know if I'm just like unlucky, but I'm not seeing any fish in any of the near water sources. I don't know if it's something that I can like add eggs to. Or if like I actually need to find wild fish. Yeah, no research selected. Give me a minute. We can pause. All right, so now we can relocate these critters up to here. I didn't click the right thing. So that goes up there. There was one more. So get them all up there. And then we also want to talk about doing a critter feeder. Something like that. Yeah, it's just base game right now. Alright, so now I'm curious how this works. If somebody comes along and swoops them, I would imagine that's the case. Yeah, I think I do have one with ranching skill. Let me just flip through these and see what all these menus are again. So consumables, those are all that are allowed. Ranching, yeah, I think it was this Turner guy. He's got a husbandry skill. Do I need to get like an actual skill upgrade? So looking at Turner, it would have to be this critter ranching one. Yeah, okay. So you are no good at that. You have it. Josh has it. So we can just do that, I guess. And then he can handle it. What did I get you for again? Yeah, I was interested in strength and potentially construction. I don't know. Maybe we just go tidying. Just keep morale up. Homie's just drilling. There we go. Yeah, I saw the good cooking skills. I don't have any sort of cooking right now. I should start making this now that I've got power back up to this area. Let's just make some lice loaf. Research is not being done. I still need to move this thing. But I have not connected this battery yet, so I'm scared to get rid of this one. Let me think about this. So we needed the... What was it? Automation. We need this wire. But we need these resources. Yeah, I think we just... Let's just deconstruct this. I'm sure we'll survive somehow. Let's get the stations, and then we can build a new research station here. We don't even need to delete the battery. Cancel this. And then this can be deleted. We're in between research. So we can just destruct this now. And then we can wall this off. I see that. So I guess the first thing we need to do is... Let's just put something here. Let's prioritize this like that. And then we also want mop. I guess that's the best way to handle this. Okay. We also need to mop the other floors. It's crazy that the water came in here, or did it come in through this? It might have come in through that. Okay, so we need to do lots of mopping. Fortunately, I got the new chick with tidying. I'm assuming that helps with that. First flood. I'm assuming they get worse than this, and I'm assuming this causes issues with power production and everything else. I do like that everybody is like all hands on deck. That's nice. Okay. I see you. I wouldn't call it bravery. I would call it stupidity. I'm just ignorant. I don't know any better. Also, do I have enough beds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that's perfect. This one just hasn't been claimed yet. Oh, here's the Dreco. I can't remember if it was you or Dreco that mentioned the you or H2 that mentioned the Dreco earlier, phosphorus or something. Yeah, surprisingly enough, I don't think I've massacred anyone yet. I tried to yesterday and I couldn't even get it to happen. The game's pretty forgiving when it comes to that. But I did have some close calls today with this section here. People just kept falling, man. It was a bit ridiculous. Okay, well now we have a clear pathway here. I feel like that's going to be pretty helpful. I do want to clear this out as well. So in order to do that, we need to move the scrubber. Why are we still doing stuff down here? That's crazy. Why don't we start building a little floor here? Yeah, right? -50 movement speed. Then decided to put on an oxygen mask and decided to walk across the map. I managed to get her back into an oxygen area, but she forgot to breathe. So how big are your maps, like, when you're, like, in the end game? Are you, like, consuming the entire map? Like, with all your builds, I'm assuming these get pretty ridiculous over time. Hey, that's huge. Okay, so we can start working on some of this bathroom stuff. There's very little I remember about this from yesterday. So I do remember that the plumbing can go through this floor. I guess we start by doing a little plumbing. I'm not sure how to get a pump down here. I guess we just break this away and let them come down to a pump. So we put the pump here. The whole planetoid for the resource and build dedicated modules. That makes sense. And spaced out map is a lot smaller since you've got a bunch of other asteroids. Yeah, that makes sense. So like with the other asteroids, I'm assuming like you're moving one colony from asteroid to asteroid until you collect everything you need to move on. That's interesting. All right, plumbing. Let's work on this. So we can do a liquid pipe. That would come, we can just go straight up. Oh, separate colonies. Something like that. We'll have all of this run here. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then I need to look at this again and remember which is the inlet, which is the outlet. Plumbing, pipe. You can just send a dupe and begin a base on another asteroid, basically, and you can send resources back and forth. I got you. So you can do, like, trading, essentially. You build the rocket, then set up on it command module for travel, then send several dupes for colonization. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that reminds me a bit of RimWorld, too. Oh, cheap viewers on Steamboo. Cool. All right, so let's pause. There was a way to see which was the in and which was the out. I believe it was like green was the in, but I'm probably wrong. Try to work with the sieve this time, then only dump the overflow water. But before all that, you send a rocket with robot to build some basic layout and explore the map of New Asteroid. That makes sense. Yeah, so I feel like naturally, like this would be the in, which makes me think it's wrong because I think that's what I did last time. So that's the out. This is the in. I feel like pointing down into the sump would be like this would be an out and this would be an in. Green is out. Green is out. White is in. Okay, so that does make sense then. So we could do just something like that, and we could do something like this. And so, do I have the sieve or sieve, whatever it's called, researched? Let's look. Water sieve. Water sieve. And that's under distillation. It is in plumbing. So let's look at that. Not seeing it. Why wiggle piping? Yeah, that is pretty funny. So I'm thinking like naturally, like if the symbol is this way, you have to connect the pipe into the into the hole. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right, and I can just go straight here. I will fix that. That is pretty funny. I'm just thinking about, like, if I were doing the plumbing myself, like how I would reach that angle that's required. But we can just go like that. Yes. Yeah, you guys are loving the newbies here, huh? All right. So we need the outlet, but I need to figure out the we're gonna call it a sieve. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly or not. If I just search for this, water sieve produces clean water and polluted water using sand. Requires distillation research. So I need to research distillation before I even start this process, it sounds like. If we look distillation, yeah, so this still needs to be researched. Sieve just goes outside of the base. Lot of heat. Got you. So where would be the ideal location for the sieve when I do this? Since it's like a lot of heat, do I want to put it above this so it's not radiating heat upwards into my base? Same level on the left. Okay, so over here. I'm a little nervous about this chlorine gas, but I can start digging that out. What I might do is wait for the... I might wait for the research to be complete, as I don't know, like, if this is like a 2x2 tile unit or if this is like massive. Like, I think understanding the size would be helpful for me to figure out how much I need to carve out here. And like I said, I'm still scared of hydrogen, so I'm going to give that a couple minutes, but it'll be the next thing that I work on. Heat goes down as well. Heat exchanges to areas next to it. So it will go down as well. Or 4. 3 tiles wide or 4. Okay. And I'm assuming that should be in a different room, because I think that would be like a machinery that's not allowed. Oh, there's a new overlay. That's cool. Let me look at the lavatory again. Where is that? Latrine. Toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery. I think the sieve is going to be industrial. So I'm also interested in this. What do we have here? So obviously this requires the automation. So it's going to flag inputs, outputs, ribbon input port, ribbon output port, reset port, control port. Okay, that's helpful to know. Research has been completed. What research has been completed? Maybe that's an old message. If you have hot food and you put it on a plate, the plate will get warmer. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I guess heat is not a bad thing because we're currently operating in temperate temperature, and I feel like that's a problem. It's just not quite where they want it to be. I'm assuming they want warm rather than temperate. But maybe I'm wrong there. Okay, so I know for certain we can at least dig this out and start building a wall. So I'll queue that up. This, I kind of wanted to move an algae scrubber down here. Maybe some oxygen production. And then set this up with the same channel. Green is good. So any green, like warm or temperate, are good, is what I'm taking that as. Okay, understood. Okay, so let's build algae terrarium down here because that's going to help scrub things? Or is it just better to do converts water into oxygen? Deoxidizer converts rust into oxygen. No, so I think we still want just one of these down here just because we're removing one. Because looking at this, consumes carbon dioxide. If we can get this kind of cleared out, that'd be huge. Now, what the hell is this? Lyra is all hopped up. You seeing this? What is that about? She's having a great time right now. Terrariums are quite ineffective. Yeah, it's not even worth messing around with terrariums. Okay, so I'll just cancel that then. And then we'll just deconstruct this. Carbon scrubber cycled with water sieve. That's the way to go. Okay. Which also implies that I need to get working on ducts, right? Because I can't just have sieves everywhere. I probably need to start like pumping air into different places. Okay, let's just have a quick look about. Everything's planted right now. Our critters are over here. We have not done anything with this yet. Element search. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me look at this. So this is a hatch. It's crowded. He's a little glum. So I'm assuming we need to treat this room a little bit better, have entertainment and activities for them. Also, they need food. Does it say what food they need? Egg chances, stone hatchling egg, sage hatchling egg. Diet, sand, sandstone, clay. They excrete coal. Now that's interesting. So in theory, you would want hatches near a coal plant. Yeah, you want a bigger room. 96 tile for 8 hatchlings. Click on the book next to the name. Okay, let's click on this again. The book next to the name, do you mean the errands tab? So first of all, I understand 96. So let's take a look at that. So we just go like this. What is it? 16? Ah, okay, so, oh, this. View full entry in database. Whoa, okay. All right, H2, I see you. Look at this. I didn't even know this was a thing. I mean, this is a whole thing. This is going to help a ton. All right. Domesticatable critter. Hatches excrete solid coal as waste and may be uncovered by digging up buried objects. Ideal temps. Livable range. Lifespan 100 cycles. We're on cycle 14. Space required. Crowded. When a room has less than 12 cells. Okay. Confined when a room is smaller than 12 cells. Drops meat. I'm assuming that is upon execution. Sand. Okay, so this is the conversion rate. Seems like sand is probably a pretty good item to use there. Oh, that's interesting. So you can feed them like special foods that you make. Interesting. Okay, that's hugely helpful. That whole database was foreign to me. Okay. So if we look at this again. So this is 16. This is 64. You said 96? That's crazy. All right, well, I mean, let's do it. Let's roll. We're only gonna figure out one way, you know? $25 by 4. Okay. Yeah, all my rooms have been pretty small so far. Okay, so we're just gonna door this off. This hatchling, we want to relocate up here. And we're gonna start getting to work here. I still didn't set this up. So, if we go hatch, I think we just want to use dirt. No, we want to use sand. And how much sand do I have? I mean, 19 tons. Feel like we're good. The rock is also good since you have more chance to get a stone hatch. It can be natural cause of hatch's death, especially if you have got tons of them. Okay, that makes sense. They like get stressed out and panic die or whatever. Homie is sick. Okay, let's... If we delete this, is that gonna just, like, straight up kill us? I think we need more oxygen production. Even though I should be moving to an electrolyzer. Construct a building outside the initial starting biome. Hold on. Let's look at it. You guys are sick because of slime. No. I'm making assumptions. And then you build a door with a block on top, 6 by 7 tiles, or 6 out of 7 tiles away from the first door, and then the block on the top left corner. So you originally reduced a room of 100 tiles to a room of 96. Also, this way you lock all the hatches in the beginning of the room for more efficiency. $25 by 4. So that gives us the 100 room. Oh, I see. And then adding the doors reduces 4 cells. Okay. That's a great tip, actually. You've got a lot of regolith at the asteroid's surface, which is filtration material too. Okay, interesting. Can I actually look up at all? Do I know where the surface is? Or does it just scroll forever? I can't tell. All right, so let's figure out why people are sick. We really need to get this started here. We also want to finish this. There's a lot happening right now. Let's just pause and get it done. So pneumatic door, that goes there. Yeah, where is the polluted oxygen? I mean, is it just this down here then? I'm just not sure what to do about this yet. Also, let's just delete this, and let's do this and this. And we're gonna have to figure out... We're gonna have to redo this area at some point. We also need to get this all wired up. We need to finish the plumbing over here, and then also this is a priority. Gets off-gassed by the bottles that are in the base. Just put deodorizers down as well. Yeah, that's a good shout. Those are where... let me... I don't know that I have unlocked them this time. Yeah, so we need to do more research. Decontamination. Yeah, we have none of that research done yet. So they're just going to have to suffer for a little while. We can also start digging this. Let me see where the sieve is. We still need distillation research as well. Okay, so it gets off-gassed by bottles that are in the base. Just put deodorizers down as well. Dump the polluted oxygen in a place and put deodorizers on top for free oxygen. Yeah, polluted water. That is something that I do understand. I mean, we could use this area for that, potentially. Or we could potentially just use this area. Oh no, we have a couple areas that we could just use for polluted water for the time being. I'm not sure what the best solution is here. I mean, we could easily build something here, but we don't have like a hatch, and we want that to be a room long term. I don't want to ruin or contaminate these water sources, as I might need them at some point. It seems like the easiest thing to do would be to block off this area for now, trim the ladder, and then put the bottle emptier here. And then just fill this chamber with bad water. I might just try that. It's probably a mistake, but again, you know, this is how we learn. Okay, how does that the bottle emptier work again? Yeah, so you can rotate that. The bottle just goes on the top, and then this, does it need to be on a tile or not? I'm not sure. Let's wait until this is done being deconstructed. Okay. So I think it was something like this. So even though I just got rid of... Well, actually, let's cancel this and let's put it down slightly. Like, I don't think we're going to need a ton of space. And then we'll deconstruct. So I don't know that we can pull the water down the ladder. I like that emote. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because we need to get rid of the polluted water, so I'm just making a little storage area for that polluted water for now. So I was thinking about using this, and you know, this is probably a total mistake, But being able to access this, throw the bottle in, and then just dump the bad water here. And then I was gonna see if there was a tile. Does not obstruct liquid or gas flow, so we could put that there as well. And then we can just open this up to polluted water. I got you. Well, I was originally going to use this for polluted water, but then you guys were saying to use the sieve and build a closed loop system as well. And I'm not quite sure how that works yet, but I also just did not want to leave like this room open at all, because I want to have this be like a proper latrine. But I think I'm just going to play this out and see how it goes. Ah, that makes sense. Yep. That'll be helpful. All right, so they're making a lot more space here. Let's see what we got. Health, 25, 25. Mood satisfied. Okay. We like that. And they're really getting to the digging here. All right, so this is done. So liquid, we want polluted water. So one thing, just like a general thing that confuses me a little bit here is the, like all standard, will they just collect any of the bottles that are out of polluted water, or do I have to mark sweep only and mark those? Like if I put sweep only, does it require me to physically mark bottles? And then if I use all standard, will they just do it automatically, I guess? He can create a buffer liquid reservoir next to the water sieve, since there will be polluted water surplus anyway. Sure. I'm totally fine with having two polluted water reservoirs, even if I don't end up using this one. Cool. So this seems like it is working. We still don't have power to this lamp, and I put it here like 3 years ago or something. What's happening? We don't have power to anything. We broke our power line. Okay, so we click wire, and let's prioritize that individually. There we go. Hey, thanks for hanging out, H2. I appreciate you coming back. There's a link to Discord as well, if you want to join the Discord and catch up, you know, outside of the stream or anything like that. Have a good night. Ah, family time. Nice, Bonds. Well, I appreciate you coming through too. I'll probably be continuing this tomorrow. I might just play for a little while longer, and I don't know when I'll be streaming exactly, but I'll be continuing the same build unless something crazy happens. Have a good night, y'all. Okay, we still need to go down here. Hey, thank you. I'm gonna keep trying. So we deconstruct that. Then they can start going down there to build that. We don't have any medical bays yet at all. It's pretty concerning. Our food. We don't have enough rations. We need to clean up that mess. All right, we got a couple people asleep. We've got more people working. That schedule seems to be working out pretty well. Do we have any of the hatch just out and about? We do. So we want to relocate. Relocate. So looking at this, so 25 by 4. Something is entombed. Let's already marked that. I know about that. Standard schedule, entombed, Flax resources. I think we're okay. All right, so this is being built. We have this here. Can we prioritize the sweeping of this bottle? Polluted water. Just move that up. Okay, we also need to start digging this out. Let's just dig that out like that. Let's check Discord real quick. Why is that a dig? It shouldn't be. So we're gonna pour the extra stuff out here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe what I'll do is, since my 2 helpers dropped off, I might just end the stream there and then come back and play some more tomorrow. I don't want to get too carried away. I do want to see what this looks like, though. So the sieve. Where is this? Let's just look for it. We still don't have this. Requires distillation. We're still researching distillation, right? And that's a long ways out, yeah. Oh, and I have not unlocked any of the new blueprints yet. Let's look at these. Print. There were greasy fingerprints on the canvas even before the paint had dried. Okay. And then pastel purple, a soothing purple wallpaper. Cool. So I think those are things that I can just add as cosmetics. Let's pause and save. Yes. I hadn't saved this whole time. That's crazy. All right, well, thanks so much for coming out. I really appreciate you all being here, and I hope to catch you again next time. Later.